By this time next week, we're going to have a new elected president in the United States. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Biden? The other question most of us wants to know is which way the market is going. Is it going up or is it going down? Now, most people associate Trump with the market booming and Biden with the market crashing. Now, I am going to give you my prediction in this video on who is going to win and which way the market is going. And you might be in for a surprise because it's not going to be what you expected. Coming up after the intro. What's up, guys? This is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. The more you pay attention to, the more aware you become. And in this channel, we pay attention to stocks, crypto, real estate, and business to find the best place to grow your portfolio. If this is something that interests you, make sure you go bullish on the like button, subscribe, and click that bell. I want to thank my new viewers and subscribers. Thank you for your support. I also want to thank everyone who signed up to the Technical Investor course. Welcome to the Wealth Engineering community. It is imperative that we learn how to manage our money, because once we learn how to manage our money, we can take control of our true wealth, which is our time and our freedom. But you have invested so much time in high school, university, and learned absolutely nothing about money. This is exactly why I created the Technical Investor course through my company, Wealth Engineering. It is a complete course that takes the overload of information from YouTube and breaks it down piece by piece to give you clarity, focus, and direction towards building your wealth. You will learn how to make, keep, and multiply money. On top of that, I'll show you the exact same strategy that I've used to turn $1,000 into $19,000 in 9 months. You could also use the same strategy to increase your net worth. The number one feedback that I get from my students is that they wish they knew this information earlier. And the best investment you can make is to invest in your financial education. So don't wait any longer and sign up for the course today. Link in the description below. Or you can sign up for a free course, the 5 secrets you need to know before you make your first investment. You can enter your email right here. It will be sent straight to your inbox. You could also check out some of our free course right here, What is Wealth Engineering? And definitely check out this bonus section right here, the next 10 years in crypto. This is a must see. My content is for educational and entertainment purpose only. With that said, you came here for the truth. Let's just dive deep into it. So in today's video, we're going to do a long-term technical analysis on the SPX, the S&P 500 index, and we're going back all the way to 1992. This is where I was 6 years old. Now I'm almost 35 years old, so this is almost my entire lifetime right here in this area. And what we can see in a nutshell is in blue, I have when the Democrats was in power, and in red, I have the Republican when they're in power. And from 1992, since the election all the way to 2001, this is Bill Clinton right here. This is George Bush. This is Obama. And right now into the present, this is Trump. One thing you can see at a glance is that this is an 8-year term, 8-year terms, 8-year terms. And now, what would be the logical deduction to make from this pattern? It would be also an 8-year terms of red so that we can have a nice balanced pattern. It doesn't necessarily mean it will happen, but based on this pattern, it is pretty clear that we're going to have another 4 years of Trumps so that we can maintain this pattern right here. So, and that leads me to the first prediction. Who is going to win? To me, it is clear that it's Trump that is going to win. But this alone is not substantial proof that Trump is going to win. This is just a prediction, but it's an educated guess based on this technical analysis right here. Another educated guess you can make is the Simpson right here. Well, it turns out the Simpson predicted Trump's winning before he even announced himself as a candidate, as a presidential candidate. When there was rumors in 2014-15 that Trump was thinking about being a candidate, I actually bet with my cousins, and as many people would be willing to take me on this bet because none of them believed that Trump could win. But me, once I saw this in the Simpsons, I knew exactly what was up, and I made this bet. Now, we also have another Simpson picture going viral these days, and it's about Trump dying. He's in a coffin right now with like presidential agents surveying it. But it turns out that this picture is fake, but we don't know. But one thing for sure is, even if this is fake, the chances for us to have the next term president dying in power is very high because it's the first time that we have two candidates who are above 75 years old, and Trump's being the oldest. So in a situation like this, the vice president could come into play because the president dies. And this could very well happen. So even if this is a fake image, we could very well have a scenario where I don't know, Trump gets shot in power. This is something that's been predicted before, so we never know. Or he could just die of old age. We don't know. But one thing for sure is it's going to be very interesting to see the next 4 years, and it's going to be the most crucial 4 years, both for the economy and for the history of the United States. So we're going to wait and see what's going to happen. Now, the other question is which way the market is going. Most people associate Trump with a booming market, and there's very clear reasons for this. Trump is very pro-economy. He has a lot of tax write-offs for businesses that allows them to save more and hire more people and then reinvest in their companies. So this is where the saying comes, Republican is good for business. But look at this right here. When Obama was passing the torch to Trump, we also had a nice bull run that started. See, there was a top, another top, and then that top was broken, became support. And once Trump won, that started to go on a new bull run. And we're seeing all-time high in the stock market. And that right there made a lot of new millionaires right here. But there was another time in history where we had a scenario like this. And it was in Bill Clinton's era. Actually, in Bill Clinton's era, the entire terms of Bill Clinton was a bull run. Just like Obama. Since he got passed the torch with all the quantitative easing that he did, he actually pushed the market up. So, and here right now, we can see that the market was kind of going sideways. It was up, down, up. So it basically went sideways. But what I wanted to show you is this scenario right here. We have a bearish divergence in the last terms of Bill Clinton. And when the next president got it, it was a crash. All right. Here in this scenario, there was no bearish divergence in the RSI. So a bearish divergence, it basically means while the price is going bullish, the indicators is showing a downtrend, a bearish trend. All right. Now this trend right here is not a bearish divergence because the indicator is following the same that trend as the price, right? Same thing here. The price is going up, the indicator is going up. In Obama's term, there was no bearish divergence. The price was going up, the indicator was going up as well. But in Trump terms, we actually had a huge bull run, just like we had a huge bull run in Clinton. And at the same time, we're also having a bearish divergence and a bearish divergence. And based on the term of this is a 4-year trend, and this is a 4-year trend also. So I do not think that we're going to have an 8-year bearish trend. What I think is going to happen is whoever wins, we're going to have a crash. So somewhere in the next 4 years, we're going to have a massive crash because the prices always follow the indicators. Sooner or later, the price always follow the trend. All right. Just like it followed the trend right here. and that was followed by one of the biggest crash we had at the time. And right here, that was the internet bubble right here, and that was followed by a crash. On top of that, we had the black swan, which was the 9/11. So in this year, we have the pandemic situation, which is the black swan. On top of that, we're gonna have another 4-year term and an election. But what I think is going to happen in terms of price is we're going to have 4 more years of Trump, all right? So it's going to go like this. And what's going to happen is we're actually going up for a short period of time when Trump wins in November. So the market will be excited. Trump is going to win. We're going to make a new high, but somewhere in 2021, we're actually going to have a market correction, and that's going to match this indicator right here to the point where the market's going to crash and reach a scenario like this. We need to make these touches. These corrections are very healthy actually for the market, and right now we have been going in the opposite direction of the indicators, and that's not normal. So we need to have a major correction of the market, and this will happen in the next 4 years right here. But I think it's going to happen after Trump wins, and maybe sometime in the second half of 2021 right here. So that would be my prediction. I think it's not often that we see this in the last 25 years. This is we only seen this twice. A bearish divergence in a presidential term. Last time it happened in the second half of Bill Clinton, but this time it's happening the first half of Trump, of a Republican candidate. So it doesn't really necessarily matter if it's a Democrat or Republican. The market is going to correct itself whenever it needs to do so. And right now, this is a scenario where this must happen. So that was my prediction for this video. I think in a nutshell, Trump is going to win. In a short term, we're going to have all-time high, maybe next 3 months. And eventually the market will correct itself. We already have the Feds who's influencing the market. They may stop doing that in 2021 after Trump is elected. So this could actually be triggered a lot sooner than I expected. But I still stayed by my prediction. And in this channel, we'll be able to see what's going on. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video as well. And stay tuned for the next video. We'll talk on the next one.